Hello and welcome to the Smithy Show. This is Hot Topic. I am joined today by Curtis Gallagher.
Alright fans.
And Fraser Goodlad.
Hola amigos.
Today we are talking about superstitions. Superstitions in sport, sporting athletes, pre-rituals, some odd things here that are going on that people believe makes them perform better. Fraser, I think you've got a little something for us before we get into this though.
Yeah, before we get started on this podcast, I'm thinking we can have a little 1v1 quiz.
Ooh, come on then.
Feel like that?
Love a
All
challenge,
it.
yeah. All right, then.
Okay, so I've got a set of questions for you, Joe. I've got a set of questions for you, Kurt. It's going to be 3 questions. If you can't answer it, I'm going to pass it over. We're going to keep score, okay?
All
There's
right.
3 questions.
Here we go.
Joseph, I'm going to start with you.
Oh,
Question number 1. Who defeated Bobby Riggs in the Battle of the Sexes? Any ideas here, lads?
I think I've got it.
I think Kurt's might know, yeah.
I think I've got it.
I've got no idea who
Ten-
Bobby Riggs is.
tennis.
It's tennis,
Battle of the
yeah.
Sexes.
Is it,
I'm going to hand it over
I
to
could not
Kurt.
tell you, yeah.
is it Billie Jean King?
Billie Jean King,
Oh,
correct.
Done me.
1-0, Curtis.
Scratch one up.
Curtis,
There we go.
in golf, what is the most popular brand of driver?
Oh. Where have you got this from? I'm going to say TaylorMade.
Correct!
Yes, in there! What a shout.
Okay, so that,
He's had the answers to this. Do me over
right, you
it.
can't see again. Okay, that takes it
It's the little victories, isn't it?
2-0, Curtis. Smithy, which body part is most often injured in skateboarding?
Elbow.
No, very close.
I just said wrist.
Wrist.
Shut up.
Correct.
Mate,
3-0.
this is
Whitewash.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
3 to Kurt. Okay, Curtis.
Yes.
In Sweden, what would the word be for interval training?
Oh.
Quite difficult.
Fartlek training.
How are you saying that?
Farklet.
I know the answer. Fartlek.
And Smith gets it right.
Oh, no.
Stole
I can't
it.
give you that one.
Stole
Yeah.
it.
3-1.
Oh.
The comeback's on. Okay then. Joe,
I didn't know it though.
who was Northern Ireland's top goal scorer in qualifying for Euro 2016?
2016.
So that's the Euro's just gone. Who was the top goal scorer in qualifying?
I'm trying to think if Robbie Keane was still playing at that time.
Northern Ireland,
Northern
not
Ireland.
Republic.
Well,
Yeah.
he definitely wasn't playing.
Yeah. Northern Ireland.
Um,
So that was Michael O'Neill's team who did really well to qualify, and
Oh man. I'm
Johnny
going bad
Evans.
here. Johnny Evans. It
Wasn't.
probably wasn't Johnny Evans.
it wasn't Johnny Evans.
Was it a striker? Am I allowed any clues on that?
Yeah, it was a striker.
So I should realistically know. Was it? Was it John Walters?
It was not. He's Republic as well. I'm going to hand that over to Kurt.
I don't know difference between Republic and Northern footballers. I just said
Okay.
Shane Long.
He's Republic as well.
Oh,
The answer was Kyle Lafferty.
I never got
that.
that.
It's basically Scottish, right?
Yeah, he missed a penalty against Kilmarnock in the 93rd minute, and they drew 1-1. They would have won, but okay. Next one. This goes to you, Kurt.
Yeah.
Name 2 of the 3 Major League Soccer clubs that are based in Canada. 2 of the 3. So there are 3 MLS teams.
Toronto FC.
That's 1. Yeah.
Can
Can you give me one more?
Oh, I don't know if they're soccer.
Yeah, I
actually.
need the full name. Yeah, it can't just be the city. I need the full name.
Vancouver Whitecaps.
Yep, that's correct.
Oh,
Vancouver
man.
And
Whitecaps.
the other one, I would have guessed Montreal something.
It is Montreal.
The
Any
Montreal.
idea? Alessandro Nesta played for them for a little bit.
That's not going to help me face.
Yeah, well, just
No,
a
no,
fun
no.
fact for listeners.
Montreal Alessandro Nestas.
Montreal Impact.
Oh, I did know
Yeah.
that. I did know that.
Wow,
So,
I got
yeah.
battered there.
Final score? I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4-1 to Kurt.
Roasted me.
Alright, should we get into it then, lads?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Now we've got the formalities out of the way. We are jumping into some superstitions.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt, do you have an interesting superstition for us?
I do, and I think the American fans will actually appreciate this one. It's involved with NHL.
Oh, okay.
So, National
What?
Hockey League.
Tell us about it.
This man, Patrick Roy, who played for the Colorado Avalanches, he had a very interesting sort of pre-game routine when he was on the ice. So they'd get on the ice and he was a goalkeeper. So he'd skate backwards all the way to his goal, and at the last second, he'd turn around, face his goal, and then he'd talk to his posts.
What?
And he used to converse with his posts, and he thought it brought him luck. And when the puck would hit the posts and it like bounced out, he'd thank them for helping him out.
You ever talk back?
Very. I don't know.
Maybe in his head, yeah. Yeah, goaltender, by the way.
Goaltender, what did I say?
Goalkeeper.
Oh, right,
yeah. That's a good one, that. Smithy, you got...
Yeah, I have actually. This guy, Barry Fry, he was Birmingham City, he was the manager of Birmingham City from 1993 to 1996. And during that time, he actually thought that the stadium had some evil spirits. So you know what he did to try and get rid of the evil spirits?
What did he do?
Barry Fry believed that if he pissed on all four corners of the pitch,
No
the
way.
evil spirits would disappear.
Where's he got that from? Honestly.
I don't know. It's unclear as to how often he did this, but probably more than once.
Wait, can we break this down? What's he done? Has he had 4 individual pisses, or is he like gone to one corner, put a peg on, and like ran over to the other side?
He's like a dog. He just opens his leg out.
Yeah, it could have taken a full day. Imagine, you go, got to drink some water now to get to the next corner.
Got a like pre-game routine, just 2 litres of water before he gets down.
Do you know what though? That segues perfectly into my sporting ritual.
Go on.
So, Sergio Goycochea, Argentina goalkeeper
Good
in the
pronunciation.
in the 1990
Oh,
World Cup.
I think I know this one. Go on.
Yeah, this is quite well known, but I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So this wasn't his kind of superstition before this World Cup. So in the quarterfinals, they were playing against it was Argentina against Yugoslavia, and so it'd take a little while to get the penalty sorted out, and he was desperate for the loot. So he's gone and he's taken a piss on the pitch.
No way.
They ended up winning the penalty shootout, right? Guess what? They go to penalties in the semis against Italy.
He has another week.
Has another one.
No way.
Yeah, and
Water in the grass.
Yeah, since that, every penalty shootout, he would always have a piss before. And I don't know how he's getting away with it, but he would have a piss on the pitch before every penalty shootout to bring him luck.
Does he just whap it out?
Yeah, I know.
In front of the crowd?
There's thousands of people. I didn't watch the exact incident on YouTube, but I watched it like building up to the penalties.
Where does he do it then? Could
Does he
you
just
see that?
take a lunge?
I think I think he takes a lunge and he doesn't like take it out. You know what I mean? He goes like through his shorts, like down like that. You know?
Yeah. But
Quite
still.
clever, but yeah. So that became his sporting
Classic.
ritual.
That's pretty interesting.
And that actually segues into mine.
Please don't. I thought when you were talking about wheat, I thought you got the same one as me.
Go on. Oh, well, you've got...
Is his name Lyoto Machida?
Yeah, I've got
Go on, okay, you tell us about it then.
So Lyoto Machida is a light heavyweight in UFC fighting, and he actually drinks his own urine every single morning.
Ah.
Every single morning.
That makes sense. Of course he does.
He
What's it with piss and
He apparently got it from his father. So the ritual, not the actual wee.
Oh yeah.
His father also drinks his own piss in the morning. So that obviously runs in the family for some reason.
Yeah, it is a family issue. Some extra information I've got here is that
God knows if he has a son.
he calls it urine therapy and believes it has medicinal qualities. A quote from Lyoto says that people think it's a joke. I never said it in the United States because I don't know how the fans will react. I drink my urine every morning like a natural medicine.
Wow. So whilst you're in your morning coffee.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be taking that one up.
I have one more superstition.
Go on.
It's actually John Terry of Chelsea and Aston Villa now.
Yeah.
So John Terry has a list of superstitions that is longer than my arm.
Okay.
He actually has worn the same shin pads since he was about 14, 15 because they were the ones that gave him the opportunity and he believes they have good luck. But he did actually lose his shin pads in the new camp when he threw them off the pitch and couldn't find them. And he said he went on a scavenger hunt with half the team trying to find them.
Was that when he cried?
Probably.
I was going to say, was that the time he got up to lift the trophy wearing his shin pads?
Yeah. And then he actually borrowed, they were in a cup final or a semi-final against Liverpool or Arsenal, some other big team, and he borrowed Frank Lampard's shin pads and they won in the 92nd minute. So they're his new lucky ones now and he's still got them today. It's unbelievable. And he actually listens to the same Usher CD on the way to the ground.
Right.
He's listened to the same exact one. He said it gets him chilled and up for the game at the same time. He parks in the same spot at the ground. He ties the ankle around his tapes 3 times exactly.
The
Tapes
tape around his
around his ankle.
Oh yeah, turns around his ankles. And he uses the same he did use the same urinal at Stamford Bridge every single time because he thought it was lucky.
Yeah.
That's a complete list of superstitions there.
Footballers are like that though, aren't they? They do like a
Yeah.
superstition.
I don't know, have
When
you
I was-
ever had one?
Yeah, I was
Not
going to say,
really, yeah.
do you have any superstitions?
No, I mean I do certain things in a certain way, but I wouldn't call it a superstition. It's
What,
just
you have a routine? Like a
yeah,
pre-match
just,
ritual?
yeah. I mean, just like I don't know, like anyone.
Well, talk us through your pre-match ritual.
Pre-match ritual. I don't know. I guess I'll put my shorts on, put my shirt on, put my shoes on.
Kiss your
Nothing-
4-leaf clover, get your rabbit's foot out.
Nothing, but like there's an order that you do things. It's not a.
I'm not going to put my boots on before I put my
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I put my shorts on.
But
and
like
then I
you're
put
saying,
my
like he
pants
always
on.
tapes up his ankles and stuff. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people do that, but it's not a superstition. You know
No.
what I mean? Or
Okay.
yeah,
Or
they
like
might
exactly
have
3
a
times.
favourite urinal. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, but you could easily just go to the same urinal just because I quite like this one.
Well, it's comforting, and then
Yeah.
it removes decisions from your day.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, if you
yeah.
do the same thing over and over.
And also, like it can be kind of an OCD thing as well. As like a footballer,
Very.
I know they like order and stuff like that. I've got another footballer, Pepe Reina.
Ooh.
He said in an interview that he likes to always have a full tank of petrol in his car on a match day. That's a random one, isn't it?
Is that like a euphemism for himself? Like he's well fed
Yeah.
and full of
He's
energy.
full of gas.
Yeah. That's
So,
interesting.
Another one.
What a random superstition that is.
Do you remember?
What if he's away?
Yeah, I think he gets somebody to fill up his car on the day.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He said it in an interview. I don't know if
brilliant.
this was when he was at Napoli or Liverpool. I think it was when he was at Liverpool. I got another one. Do you remember the Cardiff owner, Vincent Tan?
Yes.
So apparently he preferred to sign players with an 8 in their birth date because it's lucky.
It's a lucky number.
Lucky number 8.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Also, do you remember he changed Cardiff's colours from blue
Yeah.
to red?
Yes.
All that stuff. Apparently red is a lucky colour in the Far East, and also
Mhm.
it was better for marketing and stuff like that. And then the supporters voted against it, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then 1 week later they did it anyway. So, and also just an interesting fact about Vincent Tan is he's now one of the main kind of owners of Los Angeles FC, who are coming to the MLS this season.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
So, kind of interesting fact about
Are
him.
they going to be playing in red then?
No, I don't think they are. But yeah.
That's a good one. Kurt, do you have any more?
I'm all out.
Did you have any pre-match rituals or superstitions?
I don't really think I did. I can't remember. I got my shoulder taped all the time.
Yeah.
That's not really
That was kind of out of
superstition.
necessity. I did not have any superstitions. If anyone has any superstitions and would like to get in touch with us, then leave a comment below, talk about it a little bit, and then we'll give you a shout out in the next
The
podcast. That'd be-
wackier the better.
Yeah, that'd be really
definitely.
interesting. If you
Don't
have
make
any.
stuff up either. We want something you do every time.
Yeah, but yeah, that was good actually. The superstitions definitely. I don't know. It's just it's totally.
It's a big
just-
part of sport as well.
It is a
don't you
big
think?
thing.
I'm
yeah.
trying to rack my brains of whoever I've ever played with as well, trying to think, oh, did this person do something all the time?
I know in cricket, I don't know, again, I don't know if it's superstition or just having things in order, but I used to play with people, they would put, I remember it was the wicket keeper, and he would, when he went out to bat, he would do up his left pad from bottom to top, the straps on his pads. And one time, like, I remember I was in the change rooms with him, he did his right pad first, he went, oh, God, took the pad off, put his left one on first, and then did the right one afterwards.
Wow.
Well, Phil Jones does that, doesn't he? He puts whichever team he is when they put the teams on the what is it the lineup
Sheet
sheet,
list,
right?
Yeah.
He puts that sock on first, corresponding to whichever side he's on. So if they're
Wow.
at home, he'll put
Yeah.
his left sock on first, and if they're away, he puts his right sock on
How
first.
interesting. There was actually, I do have one more. It was a baseballer, and I can't remember his name. I only saw it briefly. But he had this obsession that if someone touched him, he
Yeah.
had to touch them
Oh,
back.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
And there was one time in they were in the bathroom stalls, and someone reached under the stall and touched him, and he spent the whole of the rest of the day trying to touch every one of his teammates so that he knew he'd touch them back. And then he got tagged out in one game, and someone threw the ball out the stadium, and after the game he went and found the ball just
Shut
because
up.
that was what touched him. Oh,
That's
too
horrible.
much.
Imagine, how can you live your life like that? Imagine walking through a crowded street. All those people that are touching you. Any more for any more?
Nope.
None for me, thanks.
Anyone got an interesting fact of the day?
No, not for this one. I had my
I
quiz.
can do if you want, yeah.
Go on then. Go. Give us
So-
a factoid.
If Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer, was a country, he would actually rank 35th on the list of gold medals won by countries at the Olympics.
Is that of all time?
Of all time. He'd be ahead of 97 other countries.
Wow.
Be
Michael Phelps.
one man, 35th.
Incredible achievement.
Brilliant.
I'm glad we mentioned him on the greatest records now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic. That's a great factoid, and that's a good little did you know of the day.
Mhm.
Speaking of superstitions and did you knows of the day, if you have any interesting facts that you'd want to reach out to us and share, or if you do have any superstitions like we mentioned before and want to get in touch with the podcast, then please do leave us a comment or just speak to us individually, messages on Twitter. We've got at Fraser Goodlad and at Kurt Gallagher 94 and at JASmithyX. Use the hashtag AskSmithy and Hot Topic Trio to get in touch with us, and we'll bring it up on the next podcast. But for now, this has been the Smithy Show and Hot Topic. Thank you for listening.
I enjoyed that one.
It's a good one. It's a short one.
Oh!